Mr. Bro, it's I, Helga Tendor.
Come in. Mr. Ball isn't here right now.
I come through with his list to work.
You should be back any minute.
You are?
His secretary, Clifford Anderson.
I am Helga Tendor by his side.
Yeah, Mr. Ball told me about you. I understand you predicted his wife's death.
Yeah, it was much pain, right here. Very sad, such a nice lady. This room, he's well, Mr. Bro?
Yes, he's actually at a party right now. He said he'd be back by 10, and it's about 1:15 now.
There'll be big storm, rain and wind, lightning and thunder, trees will fall.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was on radio. None in house you have?
I don't know, but there must be some. I'll go look. Why don't you sit down?
Thank you. You wear boots?
Everyone does these days. They're very comfortable.
You work for a long time, secretary to Mr. Bro?
No, I've only been working here about 3 weeks. I came right after his wife died.
Hi, what a...
Oh, Mr. Broll! Ted Dorf is here.
Oh. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Bro.
How are you?
Well,
Did you get my note?
yeah, thank you.
You're so most kind, and the flowers.
She came seeking candles. Do we have any?
Yes, I do believe Myra kept some on the top of the refrigerator, I think. If not there, check the shelf on the landing. In a gray cardboard box. I saw you on the Griffin show the other night. It wasn't a great one.
Is man I warn you of, man in boots who attacks you.
Oh my god. In the turmoil of Myra's death, I completely forgot about that warning.
Candles are not why I come, have many candles, is he. You should not have him here.
You know, I was discussing the matter with my lawyer. I became uneasy about him last week, so I asked my lawyer to do a background check. And,
Sweet Corona? Is his?
yeah. Yes.
But naturally, Corona, not Colonna, is why I see on black man's face, Cordia. You must send him away tonight.
I was planning to give him his notice at least. Now that you've come and warned me about him, I certainly won't put it off. Are you sure you saw him attacking me?
With image like TV, so sharp.
Come in, Clifford.
Thank you, I take two.
You're welcome to take more.
No, two is enough.
Really blowing up out there.
Yeah, sometimes they are right with their predictions. I should stay.
Me too.
I hope you beat the rain.
I go through what is list to walk.
Good night.
It's pitch black. Are you sure you're going to be able to see?
I have torch.
What is it?
My daughter is pregnant! Oh, so many years they tried, so many doctors, and at last, and her grandmother! Oh, I must go and tell them!
She told you I'm the man in boots?
Yes.
Did you tell her I used a styrofoam rock?
I didn't think it quite advisable. I told her you were giving me karate lessons and that we've been attacking each other all over the place. The closer you can stay to the truth, the better off you are.
Oh, I finished Act 1.
Oh, really?
I ended it with Julian on the phone.
How can I go on without her?
Well, he wants the policeman to think he's mourning his wife, doesn't he?
Well, your dialogue may be a bit Tin Pan Alley, but your timing couldn't be better. I have Act 2 ready to go.
Terrific.
Well, that is, I think I do. There's 2 bits of business that I'm not sure will work out. We'll try them. And if they do, I'll give you the whole thing, scene by scene. Full surprises.
Great.
But could you check the windows first? Sounds like we're going to get Hurricanes Alice and Zelda out there.
Sure, no problem. How many scenes are we going to have?
3. Same as in Act 1. I like that sort of symmetry.
All windows closed.
Fine.
What are the bits of business?
They're in the final scene, back to back as it were. Wheeler has just spilled the beans, and our Connecticut version of Inspector Hubbard has come to beard Julian in his den. Julian, quite berserk, takes a gun and shoots the inspector in the arm. But there's only one bullet in the gun. So now, Julian is trying to reach the wall to grab a weapon and finish the job. Question is, can a one-armed inspector in relatively good condition stop a two-armed middle-aged man from going where he wants? The answer had better be yes. We'll try it. Me, Julian, you, Hubbard. Right about here.
Right on out of commission?
Yeah. Ready?
Ready.
You've got to try harder than that.
It looks convincing, I think.
Not even to a theater party. Come on. We'll try it again.
Ready.
Maybe you should be doing it.
I was afraid I'd mess up your shirt.
We're trying to be rich and famous here. Let's not let a 5-year-old shirt stand in the way of that, okay?
Can't we just let the actors and directors work it out?
That's not the way professional playwrights operate, dum-dum. Professional playwrights don't offer a script until they're absolutely sure everything in it is playable and doable. Now, let's show them why Clifford Anderson and Sidney Brohl are going to go down in theatrical history.
Ready.
Voila! It worked.
Look at your shirt. And mine, Jesus. I scratched your neck.
I'll survive. Second bit of business now. Much less strenuous and very brief. Go up to the wall. Take the axe. Doesn't look right that way.
Feels right.
Try a different way.
This way.
Alright, go back to the way you had it. Now, set it down on the ground. Now stand very still. We have goodbyes to say. Deathtrap is over. We're now in theater verite. The gun from gunpoint. No blanks in it, as at the dear old Lyceum, though. Real bullets, courtesy of the Messrs. Remington. I loaded it last night while you were asleep. I really don't want that play to be written. Even though nothing can be proved, too much will be talked about, and I am a little bit too old-fashioned, and yes, uptight, to join the Washington secretaries and the ex-lovers of ex-presidents, and the happy hookers, and the happily hooked, and the National Bad Taste Expedition. And I honestly couldn't think of any other way that you wouldn't set me up in a centrally located booth. So, I asked Porter to have you checked out in Hartford. A few blots came up on your record, precisely the ones you told me about, and Porter feels, we discussed it this evening, that they tend to justify the sense of unease I've been feeling. So, I came home and I gave you your notice. You became abusive and violent, and Helga Tentorp's 3-week-old vision came to pass. Luckily, I got to the gun, which I have the license and right to use in self-defense. I'm truly sorry, Clifford. If you hadn't succumbed to thrilleritis malignus in what is surely the most acute case on record, well, you might have actually become Roland Anderson. But, as it is, we'll have to be just for it. I'm out of dialogue. Your go.
What can I say? I'm not going to beg.
I thought you might have promised to become a steam fitter or something.
Would you believe me? So? I was hoping you'd take pity on a pretty face.
I'm done with it. I'm gonna miss you very much. Goodbye, Clifford.
Goodbye, Sidney. I thought a click would be a bit anticlimactic, so this morning I filled that one up with blanks.
Oh my god.
Sit down, dum-dum. Sit down. Peripetia, reversal. You talked about it the first day of the seminar. Important element of all drama. Put that down. So there I was with my problem. I had this terrific first act ready to go, and I couldn't think of a second. Very frustrating, particularly since I'm sharing bed and board with the master plotter himself, Sidney Brull, author of The Murder Game and In for the Kill, which I consider an even more elegant construction.
Thanks. That makes two of us.
At present, yes. Be my guest.
You mean put them on?
Oh, that's what I mean.
What are you going to do?
Continue floating. Through the back of the chair, dum-dum, through the back. So there I was with my problem. Had this great first act, but couldn't think of a second. And I know Sydney's not going to help me write it. This I know from square one. Sydney uses 3 kinds of deodorant and 4 kinds of mouthwash. Not for him, the whiff of scandal. But maybe there's a way I can harness that 17-joule brain and get it to work for me, all unwittingly. So I begin writing Act 1. And every time I leave the desk, I inconspicuously lock my drawer. So inconspicuously, in fact, that for a day and a half, smart Sydney doesn't even notice. But dull old Porter comes in, thank God, and saved me the embarrassment of getting sloppy and leaving a loose page lying around.
Oh, you're a shit, you know that?
Would you mind saying that into the microphone? So there we are, Roland Anderson. I write and he thinks, and I don't sleep that much. Last night, for instance, I barely got a wink with all the tiptoeing that was going on. There's not going to be any Inspector Hubbard. Julian's lawyer is the real 5th character. Scene 1. Julian finds out that Willard is writing the real Deathtrap about Doris's murder. He pretends to collaborate, but then asks Peter Pilgrim to check up on his record, knowing full well that there are false and unfair charges to be found. Scene 2. Julian sets up Willard, who would look like murder in self-defense by getting him to enact bits of the play. That's beautiful, Sydney. What we just did hit a play like a dream on stage, and I never would have thought of it. I'm really in your debt. So, Julian shoots Willard, who's basically an innocent kid Julian led astray.
Oh, you bastard.
But, the very next morning, Inga Van Bronk and Peter Pilgrim come in. She's called him there because she's been getting bad vibes all night. They met at Doris's funeral. Julian lives just long enough to tell the tale of him and Willard and of Doris's murder. Then Julian shoots himself. Curtain.
That's it? No scene 3?
About what? They're both dead. The play is over.
It sounds a little unsatisfying. I'll be glad to fix some more for you.
No thanks. I think I'll manage to fill in the holes. And now, I'm going to pack it. Call a taxi. Take whatever money I can find. When the cab is at the door, I'll give you the key. Don't tell everyone I accepted my notice with grace and charm. If you tell anyone I stole anything or hassle me in any way, you'll be opening up a very messy can of peas. Huh. How about that? We got a bit of Angel Street to keep you company. Maybe I'll find some rubies upstairs. See you anon.
Oh, Cliff? Those were Houdinis.
Oh!
Come on, hang in there, Connecticut Lane Power. Police department. My name is Brull. I live out on Rabbit Hill Road. I just killed my secretary. He was coming at me with an axe. Yes, that's right. And I might sound crazy, but I assure you I'm stone cold sober. I shot him with a medieval crossbow. Yes, that's right. Yes, come on down here and see. But you better need flashlights. No. Why? His name was Clifford Anderson.